team.
How's it going, everybody on YouTube? It's Haight here, coming at you with the Quake Champions tip video. This one's going to be based on the game mode Sacrifice. I'm going to go through the gameplay and talk to you guys about my thought process while I play. So off the spawn, I realize I'm not going to get a chance to get a weapon. My best bet is to hang back, deal some damage, and try and keep them away from the rail, as well as set myself up right here for the soul. I grab the soul, gonna head back, try and get that back to my base as quick as possible without being fragged. Lucky enough to grab the shotgun here, have some help from Clutch, push my way up to that B point. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that armor since it's up, try and stack up because I'm very low on health. Use a nail gun to lay some damage down here. Can't figure out where I'm getting shot from. I realize now, watching back, that there was a guy on the rail with the heavy machine gun just lighting me up. Gonna go ahead and grab that LG, see that there's a shard of armor up, gonna grab that, push back the B to help my team defend. The whole point is to grab that soul, get it back to your point, and defend it for as long as possible to acquire the point. That green armor's back up, I see it there, but I want to defend. Gonna leave it up for a teammate just in case I get some help here. Looks like I'm not getting any help. Gonna head back and grab that. But I am shot in the back, however, by the shotgun. That thing is deadly up close. So now at this point, I know it's about time for the soul to spawn. Head that way. See that a friendly has picked it up. I want to go ahead and defend with him. You can see how fast Galena really is when strafe jumping compared to some of the slower champions.
In 15 seconds.
Trying to get this guy with some LG, put a little damage into him, as well as keep these guys away. I want to throw down my power up there, that way I can cut people off coming from that bottom tunnel up towards our B point. Gonna lay some heavy LG on these guys, pushing them back, trying to defend. As well as I have that health bubble there when I get low, so I can kind of peek shot my way back and forth. Sitting on a decent stack, 100 out of 100. Very little armor though. Gonna pick up the rocket launcher and set up for that quad damage. Now is when I want to lay the hurt on the enemy team. I'm gonna go ahead and steal that mega from them and head back to defend our point. With the power up, I can defend immensely, dealing lots of damage. They're gonna try and steal that soul, but I'm gonna be here to ruin the surprise. Quad damage is very scary in the hands of the enemy team. I let him pick up that armor and just get the frag that easy. Just like that, we have the soul back. Now since I have the advantage and the opportunity, I grab the rail. The rail is very, very powerful in Sacrifice mode. It allows you to lay back, put lots of damage in for your team, and just use that accuracy to your advantage. Now we have the soul again. We are already set up for it. That's the whole key. Your setup really, really matters coming in to this game mode. Having good positioning will allow you to grab the soul and do as most damage possible, as well as get it back to your base, and that's really the whole key.
Blessed.
You gotta remember, when you're playing Galena, laying down those totems can be highly effective for offense and defense. I like to lay that totem in key choke points where people are going to be attacking our defense from, as well as using it back in areas where my team can use it to regain some health while we're defending. So this guy unfortunately is going to get hit with the rocket, but he kills me with the rocket. I get him from the grave. Gotta love those from the grave kills. Gonna wait here for that rocket launcher to spawn. I need some kind of weapon to defend this next power up, and the round is over. So you can see from key positioning, even if you don't have a weapon, you can do a lot of work for your team by just being in an annoying position. Laying down that machine gun fire really chips away at enemies' health. Round 2 is starting. I want to get a little bit of a stack because the soul is spawning very, very soon here. Now go ahead and grab that rail early. That's going to be super annoying for the other team, as I can just flick shot them from across the map, as well as set up for the soul. I got the soul here. I'm going to make my way to the A point. Hopefully the Mega is up. No, it is not. Gonna try and bounce that over there. That's a tip for you guys. You don't have to actually touch the obelisk. You can throw that soul a pretty good distance. That way you can keep your high ground advantage like I have with the rail. Another key reason why grabbing the rail early in this second round is so clutch for our team. I find defending the A point to be very easy when you have a weapon like the rail. You can take that high ground advantage and do so much work with it for your team, just really lighting them up. I'm gonna hide here and try and sneak a little bit of a shotgun shot. Ooh, put 84 pellets into that guy. 36, gonna finish him off. The second enemy coming through, I'm gonna fall back and try and lay some rails into him. Missing. Gonna get this one. That high ground advantage really does a lot of work for our team. Gonna grab that Mega. Keep in mind when I grabbed that at 8:30-ish. Gonna push into their B point. Try and throw some spam rockets. Catch this guy behind me. Try and block him off from this door if he wants to follow. Gonna hit him with another rail. Looks like the teammate didn't want that green armor, so I will gladly take that. Gonna set up again, grab some more rocket ammo, set up for that power up that's about to be up. Protection this time. I see that the Mega is up, but I don't need it. I'm gonna leave it for a teammate. I'm gonna sit back in our base and defend. This guy's just gonna stand here and get fragged. We got Anarchy charging in here, but I have got the protection, so I can just tank damage. And I will gladly tank and just be annoying and just slow their push down as much as possible. I'm gonna go ahead and press out now, since I still do have the power up, and get ready for the next soul spawn, as well as push them away from our obelisk. I want to be annoying and keep them away from our obelisk while we have the advantage, such as the power up that I had. Now I can see here that their green armor is about to spawn. I'm going to keep that in mind as I try and get a weapon here, hoping to get that rocket launcher. Gonna look around if I see anybody. Gonna drop down, put some pot shots off this guy, grab that green armor, and just be really annoying with the rocket spam. Luckily kill one person there. Gonna try and help my team out here, push that guy back. Looks like we're up 1-0 in the second round. We took round 1 off these guys pretty easily. Keep in mind that this is not a pre-made. I'm just playing a public match, but this is just to show you guys what you can do. By having good positioning, you can help your team even when you're not necessarily in communication with them. Gonna press up the B with the LG, push these guys back a little bit, just kind of be annoying and spawn trap them while we have our obelisk. Gonna use my defensive there, or it could be used as an offensive. Galena is definitely multifaceted. Gonna try and get this guy with some rockets. Hopefully he can eat 1 or 2. Gonna finish him off with the LG here. Got him. Now I have his rail. If it was at all possible, he should have switched to Gauntlet, knowing that he was gonna die, so I would be denied that rail pickup. That can be a little tip for you guys. If you know you're going down and you have a really powerful item in your hand, go ahead and switch to your Gauntlet, so that way they don't get to pick up that rail, making it a little bit harder for them to do damage on you. Now I was a little bit late to the power up. Looks like there was a big fight over it. Gonna get that protection. Gonna lay some shots into Anarchy here. I am in a world of a mess right here. Gonna try and got 2 on me. Gonna try and get out of here. Lay down that heal. Get 1. Wasn't able to get the second. But I did enough delaying to help my team defend that obelisk. And that's the whole point. When you can do it, be very annoying and lay down chip shots and just slow the enemy team down, it's gonna really hurt them in the long run. So we got the soul spawning here. I'm gonna be coming off of a fresh spawn. I'm gonna try and get a weapon here and do some damage. Heavy machine gun. Gonna set up for it. push in, lay down some fire here, press these guys off it, grab that soul. Gotta get away from anarchy here. Hopefully these rockets will connect. One, got him. 1, 2. 424 left to play. I'm gonna grab that mega, bounce that soul here. Boom. Keep my upper ground. Having the high ground is definitely very key, especially in a game like Quake Champions. When you have an explosive rocket launcher you can just rain down fire on, it's going to be highly effective against the other team. Gonna set up here. I noticed that the power-up is going to be coming up in under 10 seconds here. Grab that quad damage. Just very annoying. If you're on the mark with picking up that power up, you can really delay the enemy's push and defend and really hold them back from attacking you. It's going to be very key. You can easily dominate just by having good timing. And just like that, the game is over. Controlling the power-ups is going to be very key. A couple of things to take away from this match. Positioning. Even if you don't have a good weapon, you can really help your team out in this mode. Controlling that power up and really dominating the armors. I hope this has been helpful to some of you new players out there, or even some of you old schoolers out there. I hope you guys enjoyed the commentary. Let me know what you guys think about this type of video in the comment section down below. I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. It's Haight out. GG. No re.
The art of a good death, until my very last step. The stereo blast past buried gas for breath. The fact I don't care is an invaluable asset. An infallible flow here, not a challenge I haven't met. Forced to find balance in beats and raw talent. Free